Through the trauma of hearing news about someone you love to have been in an accident creates a newfound perspective you adapt to in your life. During my junior year, everything was going, I'd say, subpar, like any other junior in high school. Until the day I found out the news that my brother's best friend, who I saw as a brother, was in an accident that would most likely be fatal. His name is Jordan. He was away at college and ended up having a traumatic accident. I heard the news when my parents got home from the grocery store, in tears, telling me something bad had happened. I've grown accustomed to bad things happening, really the lack of luck we have. They told me with tears running down their face that Jordan had been in an accident and was being airflown to the U of M hospital and was most likely not going to survive. The next day, we all were kind of just in a shock. I was in a shock not knowing what was going to happen. We rushed to the hospital when we could. Once inside, we saw Jordan in the ICU full of ventilators and mounted on a bed awaiting surgery. My brother at the time was at college in New York playing D1 basketball. It was a big game that night, but he couldn't feel the sorrow if he wouldn't have returned home that same day. So he got on a flight and came home. A few days later, out of the miracle, Jordan's condition improved. Very minute, but the chances of him dying were no more. It had almost been half of a year that has gone by, and Jordan finally left the hospital. He tried to improve his condition, but in the end results, he was left paralyzed from his neck down. Fast forwarding to today, he has started to regain movement within his legs and his arms, which the doctor said would never happen, but something within him made that happen for himself. So, for me, what I interpreted and took from this experience is that I challenged it into an outlet to tell a story of someone that I knew who had been affected in an accident so severe. During the end of my junior year, I asked Jordan if I could tell his story through my media program, Eagle Eye, a bi-weekly news program that I was a part of at the time, the executive producer. I told the story to the best I could, highlighting the highs and lows of his ordeal. To me, it was just telling a story, but for others, I was telling a story of empowerment, encouragement, and triumph. It sent shockwaves through my school, the community, and all over Twitter and Instagram. The story that I told was nominated then for National Academy of Television and Arts, the Emmy Foundation Award. I didn't expect the story I told of him to go as far as it did, but during my senior year, I found out I was nominated for 3 and then some awards. But the main one I hoped to win was about Jordan. And I did. And as the future holds, it's going to be sent into the national competition to win an Emmy. From the traumatic experience Jordan went through and all the emotions of all of his friends and families, I created something of empowerment that will forever be installed in many and change the perspective and outlook onto the physically handicapped community. And having the right mindset creates the power to achieve what you hope in the end.